It's finally debate day. We're here in Atlanta before the debate between President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump. It's a high-stakes moment for the pair of them, with Biden having to prove his naysayers wrong, particularly those concerned about his age, and Trump has to prove that he's presidential to those independent voters out there. We're here in the spin room where the campaigns will send out their supporters, hoping to amplify their candidates' best moments from the debate and to maybe spin the worst ones. What happens if the president doesn't meet the bar that's been set for him tonight?
He will. I just don't have any trepidation about that. Total confidence. He always meets the moment. He's one of the most skilled and effective debaters in our lifetime. He has more experience, more reps than anyone.
So standing up at the podium and answering questions is one thing. Okay, great, you survived 90 minutes. What he's asking for is 4 more years. And what the American people are saying, nah, bro, you don't get 4 more years. You might just get the 4 months you got left, because you got nothing for what's happening in our country. And as a matter of fact, you've caused most of the damage to our country. You gotta go.
If President Biden does perform tonight, how would you advise the campaign to respond?
Well, I mean, look, President Biden has an opportunity to perform tonight. He's been doing this for 50 years. He's been doing it longer than I've been alive. So I don't know what the criteria is to perform other than standing up for 90 minutes and answering a 2-minute question. You know, if you can't do that as a candidate for President of the United States, maybe we should find a different job for you.
Donald Trump is going to win tonight's debate because he is going to review for the American people his successful 4 years in the White House, juxtaposed to the disaster that has been the 4 years of Biden. He is going to show and through examples that Joe Biden is the worst president in American history.
In fact, even Trump apparently woke up on the appropriate or right side of the bed 48 hours ago and realized, wait a second, maybe I should be a little more careful about setting expectations. And he starts calling him a master debater.
But I think President Biden has to defend his terrible record on the economy and his terrible record on homeland security and his terrible record on the wars that have been started around this country, around the world in the last 3 years. And you know, he can pass the buck and blame Donald Trump, but at some point, when you've got the big chair and you're sitting behind that big desk, the final decision is with you. And so, you know, you can go and blame Donald Trump for a lot of things, but at the end of the day, the American people get to decide if it was your fault that these things happened on your watch.
Follow the Washington Examiner for our coverage all night long. We'll be here with you to the very end. I'm Naomi Lim for the Washington Examiner.